I want to be first place on chess.com, but then I would actually have to be good at chess. So instead, I'll try to get to the top of this leaderboard. There's still thousands of people I have to beat, and most of them are probably literal children, but that's okay. I like beating kids. A few days ago, George the giraffe said that I'm bad at chess and go touch grass. I tried to go outside, but my door was locked, and I could only escape if I got first place on this leaderboard. I need to prove that I'm not actually bad at chess, and also I need to use the bathroom, so I really do need to open this door. Alright, how hard can this be? And while I play this first game, let me explain how this leaderboard actually works. In order to get to the top of the leaderboard, you need to win games, which gives you these points. The more points you get, the higher you get on the leaderboard. The higher you get on the leaderboard, the happier you feel. The happier you feel, the more games you want to play. It's like doing drugs, but in chess. Oh no, I blundered my pawn because I was talking about drugs. It's alright, I can come back from this. My opponent is 242 in the world, which is not the same as this leaderboard, which I'm trying to get first place in. This ranking is the top players within a 24-hour period. And this one is the top players of this month who spend their entire lives on this website. How do you even play that many games with Connect 4? Is this what a Connect 4 addict looks like? Anyways, I got my pawn back, plus an extra queen. Winning this game was easier than I thought. I feel bad for bullying this person, but I need that first place ranking. My opponent got depressed and left the game. Kim Jong-un takes another victory. Oh yeah, that's me by the way. I like using my celebrity crush as my username. I got 6 diamonds and 1,000 gold for that win. I don't know what these do, but I also got 15 points, which means I'm 5th place already. Since the 24 hours just started, there's not that much competition. But tomorrow, it'll be 10 times harder to even get in the top 10 and everybody will be fighting for the #1 spot. But today, I need to win more games to even give myself a chance for tomorrow. I won the next game, but when I look back at the leaderboard, Ra had already won 2 more matches. I was too slow. I needed to play faster and win more. This guy is 149th in the world. I'm only 1,778th. I need to focus this game in order to win. Oh, maybe not. These types of openings are what make me lose faith in humanity. I won that game pretty easily, but when I look back at the leaderboard, what? How does this guy play so many games and finish them so quickly? I needed to be better, but that's what I've been told my entire life, and I'm still unemployed. I need to win this game. My opponent was in the top 1,000 players, and was actually making some solid moves. Why is this guy playing so well? I only know how to pre-move and play bullet games. It's alright, my opponent ended up blundering a pawn, but I needed more than that if I wanted to win. Things got very scary here. My opponent had checkmated 1, and I only had 1 move that could stop it. I was safe for now, but that pawn was definitely going to die, and my position was an atrocity to mankind. Luckily, my opponent was only pretending to be a good player, because they donated me an entire bishop. These games were taking way too long though. After winning, I looked back at the leaderboard and Ra had double my wins. What is he doing to win so quickly? Is he on performance enhancing drugs? Do I need to start taking steroids? What is the meaning of life? The next game, I won in literally 3 moves. I was definitely catching up to Ra. There's no chance he would be... What? How did this man finish 2 more games? You know what? He can't keep this up forever. He has other things to do in life, but I don't. Wait, that's not a good thing. I won the next 3 games pretty easily, and I was actually gaining ground on Ra. He's probably hanging out with real people in real life, but I'm quarantined in my room until I get first place. Why do random people's comments matter so much to me? I was almost in first place. I couldn't afford to make any mistakes right now. Whoops, I made a mistake. I'm losing by 4 points, and my king is in a lot of danger over there. A good player would probably resign here and start a new game to save time, but I kept playing. Wait, I can win material here. Now I'm only losing by 3. Yes, I knew I shouldn't have resigned. That's a free queen. I now only need 1 more win to be tied for first place. This player is number 202 in the world. They're probably pretty good at chess, so let's focus here. This player is terrible at chess, probably the worst player I've ever played today. I did not have to focus there. Only 1 game was between me and taking first place. Everything was going well, and I made it to the endgame with no issues. I was up a pawn and felt like I had a decent position to win, but then I blundered checkmate and lost immediately. Why was I so bad at this game? Was George the giraffe right? Am I bad at chess? Let me out of this room, I can't do this! But then I remembered what my therapist and spiritual teacher had always said. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. I could do this. I just needed to call upon my inner Carl Magnuson and I would win easily. This guy's trying to attack me, but I have a plan. My plan is working. He blundered his queen. Yes! A victory royale, as they say in my country. I'm first place, but there's still 22 hours left. Tomorrow, it will be way more difficult to stay in first place. I played 2 more games to solidify my lead, but then I went to sleep. And when I woke up the next day... What? How am I in 14th place? Who are these people? Who is Jahan? And why am I locked in my room? Oh, that's right. I need to get to number 1 on the leaderboard to escape. I won my first game by checkmate. Now I'm only 13th. I'm making my way up in the world. In order to get to first place though, I need to win these games quicker. The next game ended very fast since my opponent resigned after blundering a bishop. In the next one, my opponent just left the game after I took 2 of his pawns. I'm getting faster at these games, and now I'm only in 9th place. I am coming for you, Jahan. How do you even pronounce this name? I tried to, and now my bed is floating around my room, and I heard a voice say, "You're a wizard, croissant." Also, he's losing by 12 points. Why isn't this guy resigning? The difficult thing about these games are, you don't actually know what your opponent is rated. Am I playing against a child who just learned how to walk, or an Indian child who's just become a grandmaster at the age of 3? I have no idea. Well anyways, that was an easy game. I'm now only 4th place on the leaderboard, 6 wins behind Jahan. Uh-oh, this player's number 87 in the world. His opening seems pretty solid. This guy might actually be good. Never mind, he sacrificed his horse for no reason. If there was a vegan nearby, they would be very angry at this person. If anyone from the chess community saw my terrible position, they would exile me forever, but luckily I have checkmate. I won 2 more games, and now I was 2nd place on the leaderboard with 6 hours to go. Well, I had to leave, and now there's 2 hours left, and I'm in 5th place. I couldn't take any more breaks, no food or water. This was my life now. The top 3 people are online, and Jahan's actively playing a game. I couldn't afford to lose any matches, and I had to win them quickly. My first game went really well. I was winning from the start, and my opponent resigned before I could even castle. This is what we were looking for. If every game could be like this, I could get to 1st place and finally escape my room. I was playing somebody from Russia in my next game, so I was already intimidated. But they blundered their queen and resigned the game of the opening. Yes, I was closing in on my competitors, but they still weren't going to slow down. And then in my next game, something truly terrifying happened. Jahan was my opponent. 1st place earlier today, number 2 in the world, and number 2 in my bracket. If I won this match, I would give him another loss, which means he would get no points from this game. And with just under 2 hours left, every point counted. I was going to go with my tried and true French defense, but this was a weird opening move, so I did a different opening, which I didn't know that well. Jahan sent me a wave. Did he know who I was? Was he trying to distract me from this match? Was I about to lose this game? No, he's just being friendly. Calm down. I didn't know this opening Jahan was playing, and I didn't like it. Not knowing Jahan's rating really scared me. He could be a 2000 rated player, a 200 rated player, or a 2-year-old player. I had no idea. Wait, this is a good position for my knight. Yes! Jahan blundered his queen, and I seized the moment immediately. I was up a queen against the number 2 ranked player on this entire website. This was the proudest moment of my life. Jahan should have resigned here to save time, but I checkmated him anyways. See those 3 losses? I am responsible for one of them. I feel like a proud father, except I have no children that I know of. The next player tried a variation of the bomb cloud opening, or they accidentally moved their king. Either way, I checkmated them. I won the next game, and now I'm in 2nd place. I only need 3 more wins to take 1st place, but an entire match can take up to 40 minutes. I didn't have this kind of time. I won my next game in only about 10 minutes. This was very good. NPT was online, but he wasn't playing any games. This was suspicious activity. If we were in an airport, I would report him to the TSA for acting so suspicious. Then I would hide his laptop so we couldn't play any games, and then I would be 1st place on the leaderboard. But I couldn't do this now, so I beat this white furry creature named Florenza instead, and I was tied for 1st place. Why wasn't NPT playing any games though? What's NPT's real name? What does NPT even stand for? Oh, a nervous penguin therapist. I didn't know penguins needed therapy. But while he was talking to penguins, I was busy beating white furry creatures. This one's name was Serene. I got the checkmate, and now I was top of the leaderboard. Would this penguin therapist come back and try to take this from me though? There was still time left, so I won a couple more games to solidify my lead. After waiting and watching, when the timer hit 0, I was number 1 in the world for 24 hours on this chess website. Subscribe if you want me to go for the 30-day leaderboard.